Here are 3 reasons why I'm still buying Dogelon Mars. Reason number 1 is because I like its room for growth, even though nothing I say is financial advice nor a guarantee. But here's the thing. Dogelon Mars going to a $5 billion market cap, that right there is around a 41x from here, which I think is kind of crazy to think about because if you think about it, right, a $5 billion market cap is so small in the grand scheme of things, in my opinion. Now, before I continue on any further, please keep in mind I'm referring it in terms of market cap because I think it's much more simple than the price. However, I do showcase it on the screen. But even besides that, again, a $5 billion market cap, that's insane because you take a look at Dogecoin, that at one point reached over 80 billion, Shiba Inu at one point reached around 40 billion. So 5 billion, I mean, that's crazy. That's not even 10% of Dogecoin's all-time high market cap. And I think that, if anything, puts into perspective that Dogelon Mars, it doesn't need to be the next biggest meme coin, so to speak. All it has to be is just a glimpse of like a Doge or a SHIB, and that's already so amazing. And that's why I really like it. Market cap, even though it had a pump and then a slight pullback, even despite that, just going to a $5 billion market cap, the hypothetical upside is still somewhat impressive in my opinion. And the pump, by the way, I predicted because I've been bullish on Dogelon Mars for a very long time. But even besides that point, here's the thing as well. Some people like to say that, oh yeah, a 41x, that's so bad. They think that if something is not doing like a 100x like minimum, that means it's trash. But for me, I'm not looking for a microcap. There's going to be many meme coins out there that might outperform Dogelon Mars. And we've seen also several meme coins outperform Dogelon Mars. But that doesn't matter to me because when I believe in Dogelon Mars, the way I take a look at it is that anything over 10x is very impressive. So if let's say something could hypothetically do over 40x, that's already all good for me, Sometimes enough is enough, at least that's the way I take a look at it. It's like going to a buffet. Sure, could I get a lot more than what I could get, let's say usually? Yeah, but if I'm going to throw the food away anyways, and then if I'm not going to enjoy my time for what, Yeah, sure. It's like, for instance, there's going to be a microcap meme coin that could do like a 500x. We just don't know, right? It might be lurking out there somewhere, but that's a little bit too much risk for my appetite. It's like going to the buffet. Getting too much, that's a little bit too much. You know what I mean? I'd much rather have someone else eat it. I'm not going to deal with a microcap. That's the way to take a look at it. I'd much rather choose something that is relatively proven, has a strong community. Keep in mind, Dogelon Mars has over 100,000 holders. So it's not bad in that department. So yeah, again, that's why I chose it, because it's not a microcap where the community, the exposure is not really that proven yet. However, at the same time, I don't want to choose a dinosaur like a Dogecoin or like a Shiba Inu where they can't do over 40x. Let's face it. What is more likely to do over a 40x during this bull run? Dogelon Mars, Shiba Inu, or Dogecoin? I think only one stands out, and that right there is Dogelon Mars, which is why I'm choosing that over these dinosaurs, and I'm not choosing a microcap either. It's that perfect balance in between. And that's why we like Dogelon Mars. Now, this actually brings me to my second point as to why I'm still buying Dogelon Mars, and that is because I love its fundamentals. Now, some people may think that, okay, what do you mean fundamentals, man? This is a meme coin. But if you actually think about it, Dogelon Mars, in terms of its fundamentals, it's just better than a lot of other meme coins out there, and quite frankly, better than some regular quote-unquote projects out there that aren't even meme coins. I mean, you got to think about how they have a metaverse in the works. That's very impressive. Not to mention the details of that metaverse could hypothetically include this, right? We take a look at, for instance, their metaverse is set on Mars. So yeah, it makes sense. Like, Dogelon Mars, you take a look at Elon Musk, SpaceX. So it kind of has that, I would say correlation in a sense. Now, not to mention, you take a look at when it comes to this, they're going to have a metaverse again set on Mars by integrating AI to create immersive and interactive virtual experience. So that's amazing. It has the AI aspect. Now, do I think it's going to be like something revolutionary? Probably not in the grand scheme of things, but still it's a thought that counts, and having AI in the name, that's going to create a lot of hype in my opinion. Not to mention, you take a look at Rufus, right? They're working on that, which is their layer 2. We all know what Shibarium did for Shiba Inu. Shibarium, by the way, is Shiba Inu's layer 2. It gained a lot more attention for Shiba Inu, and not necessarily that, Shiba Inu needed any more attention. I mean, it's pretty much like the number 2 meme coin out there, and it's been like that for years at this point. Again, it's not like it really needed it, but why not, right? It helped Shiba Inu, so why would it not help, something like Dogelon Mars? And keep in mind, when it comes to Rufus, right, It is designed to reduce gas fees and support a GameFi ecosystem. So that's amazing. We all know that blockchain gaming could have, hypothetical potential. So I like that, having that focus in a sense. Not to mention, you take a look at, Rufus is based on the Arbitrum stack. Now, Arbitrum is the right place, in my opinion. We've even seen something like ApeChain, right? ApeCoin's ApeChain. It is an Arbitrum Orbit chain. So Arbitrum is very well proven. It's one of the biggest Ethereum layer 2 scaling solutions out there. Pretty much on par with like an Optimism. You know what I mean? So when I take a look at something like this, I do think that Dogelon Mars is heading in the right direction. They're just going ham, A lot of other meme coins out there, they don't even really care. It seems like they don't even bother with anything. And just think about this, right? Dogelon Mars, what they're doing is so amazing in a sense, like they didn't even have to do this. Like, for instance, if Dogelon Mars wasn't planning to launch like Rufus or like its own metaverse, which by the way, still has a lot to be proven, right? Like, of course, we need to see it fully operational for it to be judged in a sense, like fully in fifth gear. I understand that, but still, hypothetically, on paper, it has the potential. And again, they didn't have to do this. A lot of other projects out there, especially meme coins, they don't care about this. Like, for instance, again, if Dogelon Mars never even announced this, I would still be bullish on it anyways. This is just like a cherry on top. So this is how amazing they are. Not to mention, they're listed in over 20 major exchanges. So exposure is amazing. It's A+ in my opinion. Not to mention, again, like I mentioned, in the previous part of the video, in the early beginning, there's over 100,000 holders for Dogelon Mars. So that's very impressive. Not to mention, community is very passionate because you take a look at for the times that Dogelon Mars was doing very bad, when the price action was complete caca, a lot of people still believed in it. So I really like that. It shows that they're actually dedicated and they actually believe in Dogelon Mars for the long haul and they're not giving up, Not to mention, when you take a look at Dogelon Mars, a lot of people like to say that, oh, wow, this right here is such a bad meme coin because it's so corny, all this type of stuff. Well, I disagree. I think it's very unique. It's very interesting. This actually brings me to my third point as to why I'm still buying Dogelon Mars is because the high tide, as the old saying goes, raises all ships. If the bull run is in fifth gear, the altcoin season is in full effect, so to speak. Once Bitcoin reaches the price of over $150,000, Dogelon Mars at that point at a $5 billion market cap, I don't see why not. But it's going to take time. Let's say around 6 months to a year from right now. But I'm willing to wait because I've been waiting, by the way, ever since early 2023 when it comes to Dogelon Mars. So it's been quite a while now, but still, I'm going to be dollar cost averaging anytime in income, acquiring, holding, and just waiting because I believe better days are ahead. And a $5 billion market cap, that wouldn't surprise me whatsoever, especially when I'm taking a look at the trajectory of the altcoin space, how well Bitcoin is doing. Man, it's heading in such a positive direction, but we haven't seen that fifth gear moment yet. We haven't seen that 2021 moment where everything felt like it was euphoric. So I still think there's a ways to go. I think 2025 could hypothetically be the time to shine, but only time will tell. But again, a $5 billion market cap wouldn't surprise me whatsoever for Dogelon Mars during this bull run, hypothetically speaking. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. I greatly appreciate it. It's only the captain, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.